House Invasions, Nino SLG. Listen up, I'm in the studio right now with Joshua Alexander and Ade. What are you lot saying?
Jeez. Come on, man.
You lot's coming with the energy.
Yeah, mad.
Good,
Come on.
good.
Happy to be here.
First
man.
time on radio, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Come on, that's what we're all
Crazy.
about. All right, listen, I want you lots to tell them what you do, what you're about.
Adi, do you want to go first?
I'm going to go first. So my name is Ade Oyejobi. I'm a spoken word artist / second year medical student at the University of Birmingham.
Swear
Yeah, I do.
multi-talented.
Yeah, that's me.
Come
Yeah.
on.
So yeah, I use poetry to like kind of balance my studies, balance revision, and yeah, like, I've got myself to where I am today on the radio show. Represent. Big up.
Come on, beautiful stuff, man. My name is Joshua Alexander. I'm an actor, filmmaker, writer, spoken word artist, and drummer.
Name it. List
Yeah,
it, bro.
man.
Listen,
Yeah,
don't
man,
be shy.
it's crazy. So yeah, man, I've been doing spoken word like a couple of years now, innit?
No, it's
so,
mad. I met you at
yeah.
like a spoken word
Yeah.
sort of event thing,
Yeah.
like a couple years
Couple
ago
years,
now.
like
So you've been
2018,
doing-
19, innit?
Literally, you've been doing your thing. I want you
Yeah,
to
man.
tell me, because both of you seem like you're just creative people, innit? That's
Yeah.
your outlet, innit? Being creative. I want you to tell me what life is like being a creative. What's it saying?
It's crazy. Like, it's just balancing so many things at one time. You know, life goes so fast after lockdown. Lockdown was kind of a hefty time for a lot of people. So, and I just use creativity to be my therapy. You know what I mean?
100, I hear you.
therapeutic. So,
Yeah, nah, for real. It can get a lot sometimes though. I can't lie, in a good way though. But it's like you're always trying to push creativity out of your mind. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you're like, I don't know what I've got today, but you just got to keep going. And I think if you're creative, you always have something in the bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like sometimes you need them breaks, but you always have something.
I hear you. But so when you're saying like it gets a lot of things, how do you find balance in your life?
Yeah.
Like, what's your relationship like with balance, and is that something you really pay attention to?
I'll be real, I struggle to rest, man. I'm on go mode all the time. I'm just always at events, always doing something. So rest is something I'm beginning to learn slowly. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if I do rest, it's usually just spending time with my friends, innit? Whether that be Ade or some of my other friends, that just chilling, baking off, innit? So
yeah,
man.
me too. Like, I can't say I'm the best at resting. You know what I mean? My sleep pattern is crazy.
Finish, bro.
But, you know, isn't everybody's. But,
Yeah.
you know, any creative outlet acts as a form of, you know, therapy. So
100. But listen, I want to go to the beginning, yeah?
Okay.
The very
okay.
beginning, like when you first started getting into writing, spoken word. What was that situation? Put us in that situation. Was you just in your room? Was you just write? Like, what was the situation?
Yeah, so I started writing poetry during lockdown. I say this all the time. And it was really during 2020 when I just had so many thoughts built up in my head and I had nowhere to put it. So I decided to pick up a pen and project my thoughts on a paper. And since then, I never stopped, really. I started making a few short films during lockdown, which kind of, you know, set my name in the creative scene.
Tell us a bit about them. What were they about?
They were cool. So it was literally me, my phone camera, and the editing app.
Ade's got a mad creative eye with a phone.
That's all on my Instagram if you want to check that out. But I started producing those things, and then out of lockdown, I did my first spoken word / poetry performance for Timberland Europe. And then, I was mad excited after that, so I never stopped.
Yeah. With me, 2018, shout out to my brother Coltrane. I saw him perform spoken word. That was where it first kind of got introduced to me. Then 2019 is where I started writing. But that was more just like thoughts on a paper, you know what I'm saying? Getting whatever I need to get out. Like how Ade said, more therapeutic. But then I guess over the years, as I started dropping things on Instagram, just my thoughts, people began to like it, innit? So started to focus on the flows, the rhythms, how I can change it, how I can make it better. And yeah, that's just what it developed into, innit? And then I guess this year is where like I've had the opportunity to start like doing shows and stuff. So
yeah, I feel you. I see your little like Instagram edits where you're doing. I'm liking it. How do you like record that? Do you go studio? Is it just on your phone? Like, what's it?
So all of the spoken words you see on my page right now, they were all on my phone. Young voice memos, you know what I'm saying? But obviously, that's why Ade had to upgrade, innit?
So,
come on.
Yeah, like, same with me. It's all been on my phone, you know, had to, like,
DIY,
do the method when you hide under your bed sheets to get the best quality. But yeah, because studio can be expensive nowadays. But, you know, that's why we decided to upgrade and work together to release this project upcoming.
Come on, fam.
Yes.
Yeah, we collaborated with Making Numbers. Shout out to Razak, man, for real.
Yeah,
Sound
for
engineer. He patterned us with a lovely studio session. And yeah, basically, can we talk about that now?
You want to talk about it? Go talk about it. Go,
So
go,
basically, like me and Ade met each other. What 2020, innit?
Yeah,
so
2020.
like, I think he saw one of my spoken words.
Yeah, I saw his amazing spoken when I was like popped up, and I reposted it on my story.
Yeah,
and
I go on his page and I'm seeing this guy's short film spoken words. I'm thinking, rah, this guy's hard.
Meant to be.
I've posted his thing now, and then from there we just become friends. Obviously, Ade had a podcast, Subconscious podcast. It's still on Spotify.
It's on Spotify. You want to check it out?
You can check that out. You get it. So we were on that together. And then from there, just a friendship bloomed in it. But it's lockdown, so we still weren't able to link up and stuff. First time we linked up was last year summer. We made a short film together. That wasn't out yet, but you know.
When's it out?
The thing is, it's in a process of editing.
Process.
Yeah. But yeah, so we done that, and then we just continue, and we're like, bro, we need to drop something together, fam. And then
that's how we came up with
Southside Eulogy. Aye,
God.
listen. So obviously, bit behind the name. You know, eulogy is like what you read when someone dies, innit?
Yeah.
Like how you appreciate the person's life and that. But me and Ade, we're people who we want to maximize life now. Do you get it? So all the pieces are about like life, family, friends, and it's just about maximizing life now, giving people their flowers now before you have to wait till someone's dead to tell them how amazing they are. You know what I'm saying?
100. Right. Listen. I hear we got a little live-o gonna happen in the studio right now. Little something. What? Tell me. Is this piece like? Is this a little sneak peek from the?
Yeah. Both pieces are from the EP. Do you want to say anything on that, Ade?
Yeah. Just a bit about the EP. So obviously, Southside Eulogy. We're both from South London, and like we've experienced a lot of things in our life. Eulogy is what you say at a funeral, but we want you to, everyone deserves their flowers before they hit the grave. So it's
100.
it's all about family, love, everything that we appreciate around us. And this is like a few tracks from the EP that you'll be hearing. It's gonna drop in like mid-September, so you just have to wait on it.
I'm excited, man. This is exclusives right here on Represent Radio.
So take it in. Everyone has to listen to it, man.
Take it in.
Man.
We got Joshua Alexander up first. Let's go.
Cool. My skin comes smooth like cocoa butter. My melanin, a blissful kiss to your silk sun-kissed lips. Externalism becomes a priority. Internalism holds all the authority. Wake up and drink them vitamins. Smear your day with the beautiful oils of Abba. Come through for me and amens. I got rhymes and cadence. Wisdom tells you say less. Grind hard, work on that dream, so you can leave that job that pays less. Man them roll with the stainless, thinking it's cool to pierce a man. Before you pierce a man, ask yourself, are you ready to be the pizza man? Delivering a parcel that contains a piece of man, you can't put the pieces back together. So don't take the life. Don't dwell in pride. I have a serious agenda. Love. People want to negatively navigate negativity into this naive world. It's annoying. And so I ask, from the heart of the Father, for us to expand and broaden our horizons. Let life tell its own story. Take a back seat and watch. There might be dark days, or days you're chilling with your dark mates, doing dark things in dark places. Word to Ryan, Calais, Cameron, but you can still be the light. Demons may come, but you can still up a fight. It only takes one slash from my double-edged sword for the enemy's head top to come off. I come off me, man. Decapitated. Follow me to the grave where Christ rose after he defeated death. Look at the coffin he's laid in. It's a fact that it's been slated. The lamb cannot be tainted. 6 feet under. I don't need the enemy to speak or splatter any other lies because he's a defeated foe. You're not bad, just go home. These demons are bowing at the feet of Jesus and he's inside you, so they're indirectly scared of your presence. You don't understand that the present you've been gifted gives you power in the present. Oppression, I remove that in the name of Jesus. We replace that with peace. I want to leave you at ease. This life ain't easy with this cocoa butter skin and these cocoa butter hands when you're cocoa butter me with these cocoa butter plans. I got the creator with me, so I, the creation, can never lose. The glass ceilings are convertible to me, man. I'm in rooms, man. People are conversing with me. I've been taught how to read people. Jesus, there's a surgeon in me because everyone needs healing. And trust me, I'm not the only one bleeding, so instead of always, oh, you're cold and well done in me, how about you try this creative thing? In summary, I am not the only one capable of such a thing. There are people listening, sitting on their gifts, sitting on their talents. We need a shift. We need to switch gears. My words come smooth like cocoa butter. I think I just got through that nice and clear. No abnormal stops or stutters. Yeah, man.
Cold, bro.
Come on.
Nah. That was cold,
Yeah, man.
bro.
So that one's called cocoa butter. Still.
Yes, no, bro.
Yeah.
I swear to you, I felt like I was meditating when I was listening to that.
Come on,
Can't
man.
lie,
Proper
I was like, it's
zen.
so calm, zen, your
Like
voice.
I said, I want to bring people at ease, man.
Yeah.
Man, that was something.
Thank
that
you,
was something.
man.
I was loving that. It's unique as well. I
Appreciate
can't
you,
lie.
Marz. Appreciate it.
I'm hearing the words, bro. Your relationship with words. Talk to me a bit about that.
Yeah. I can't lie to you, man. From young, I've always been a talker. I used to get in trouble for that stuff. You get it. Primary school, secondary school, especially. I was always on report, not because I was a bad youth, but I just used to talk all the time, and so I was a distraction to others. But I feel like as I've grown up, and like as I've just grown and become more wise, as I've like grown in my relationship with God and that, like I don't know. I guess He's taught me how to use my voice. You get it? And my relationship to words, and yeah, man. I think spoken word acting allows me to channel those words in like a safe and wise way that will impact people, I guess, innit?
You're talking about your relationship with God. I know that plays a big part in your creativity. Could you talk to us about how that just helps you?
Well, if you just look at it logically, innit? My thing is, how do I say this? If I'm in connection with the Creator, then of course I'll be able to create amazing things.
Nah, say that again, bro. Say that again.
If I'm in connection with the Creator, then of course I'll be able to create amazing things. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're made in the image of God. And so if God's a creator, if He created you, He created me, created all of this beautiful stuff, then the stuff I'm creating, like, do you get it? To Him, that's minor. So a lot of the ideas that I have, a lot of the things that I write, like, they are inspired by Him. Yeah, obviously it's me writing it, but it comes from His mind and Him just like chatting to me and stuff. So yeah, man, I guess I'm not a hard spoken word out about Him, you get it? So yeah, man.
I feel you. Walk us through both of your writing processes.
Yeah.
So like, does it come from if you're feeling a certain way, you just write, like expressing yourself?
Do you want to answer that first, bro?
So me, I remember I said this in another interview. So my writing process is basically I put on a nice instrumental. I'm inspired by 90s, you know, everything to do with it. A nice instrumental. I stand in my room, I walk about, and I just say bars, and I record it, and I see what sounds the nicest. You know what I mean? My mum's in the other room, always listening to what I say, and she says I got bars. So that's my writing process, and then I put it all together. But it all starts with me, you know, writing a few bars in my notes, and
I'm quite different actually. I don't really do that, to be honest. It's mad. The ideas come to me more time when I'm on public transport, you know, if I'm on a bus or if I'm on the I'm on a train, and I listen to a lot of music. Me and Ade are both big music lovers, innit? So I could be listening to music and an idea or like titles come to me a lot of the time. So for example, with this cocoa butter, I literally looked at the cocoa butter that was chilling in my in my bag, and I was like, cocoa butter would be an amazing spoken word like poem title. So I just wrote cocoa butter in my notes. And then I just allow my mind to take me wherever it wants to go. And a lot of the time, you know, God's obviously in that. But like, just let the pen flow wherever it wants to flow. Sometimes you can feel that when you're forcing it. So I take a step back when that happens. But more time, I just allow my mind to flow. And as my mind's flow, like the way my mind is, like the way I think as well, like I switch up the flow all the time. So that's why the flow always switches up. So yeah, that's kind of me.
You're saying you're both music lovers, like.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that. Like, who's out right now? Who you rating? Like, who you feeling?
Right now, my favorite track is Magic by Avellino. That track right there is hard. You get me? If anyone knows hard artists in the UK, Wretch is one of my favorite. You get me? Old Flame, and then obviously Avellino's Young Fire, Old Flame. You get it? So Avellino's like one of my goats personally. Cool. So that's my favorite tune right now. Go on.
Me, I'm the biggest Kanye fan you know and will ever
No one's a bigger Kanye fan than Ade, I swear to God.
Yeah, if you haven't watched the Genius documentary, you know.
I've watched that.
You watched that. His come up amazing.
Course.
So yeah, obviously Through the Wire is my best track. But yeah, I like to mix it up. Yeah.
Kanye actually started off in spoken word, you know.
Yeah, he
like
did.
When you look at Kanye back in the day, fam.
Def Jam poetry sessions. That's a big inspiration to me as well.
From day, man.
So yeah, Kanye.
What are you thinking about his movements though? Like his social media crazy and that.
I see it. Well, I feel like that's just all part of the come up and the message that he's trying to portray. You know what I mean? He's basically humanized himself through his most recent album, and you know we all need to take a step back and look at what makes us human, because nobody's an icon, nobody's a god except God himself.
Ade, don't get me, man. That's a bar, you dumb.
I feel you. All right, listen, you know what time it is. The next song, it's Ade's turn in here.
Yeah.
All right, tell us a bit about the piece that you're gonna do before you do it.
Yeah, so this one's called Medicine for the Soul, and like I said before, it's all about appreciating everyone around you. So yeah.
All right, you ready? Yeah.
This was a banger.
Cool. Let's hear it.
Load
it. Hope you guys like this instrumental. Feels like a freestyle, doesn't it?
Yeah,
man. Okay.
Jeez.
Just gotta, tap your foot to the beat. Hear me out. Okay, let's go. They say anything you love is medicine for the soul. Well, I want to thank you for how you raised me. You always reminded me to take 2 teaspoons of that raspberry flavored cowpole. You told me that the cereal comes before the milk, and that Santa's chilling with the tooth fairy in the North Pole. I remember when you always told me to stop being greedy when I used to fill up my bowl with jollof rice and take 2 meats from the pot when nobody was looking. But you'd never get angry at me though, even though you always used to help mum with the cooking. You told me that my eyes would turn square if I watched too much TV, and that I was destined for greatness when I wanted to be an MC. And I always felt like you had everything under control. And I understood that you'd never forgive me if I ever stole, so I never did. Because you weren't just my older sister when I was a kid, you were like my second mother. So I made sure I never gave you any reason to bat an eyelid. They say anything you love is medicine for the soul. Well, I want to thank you for having my back, bro. The tough love between the man them is as hard as charcoal, but it's there, just like the light on the other side of that keyhole. Listen, I remember walking into classroom and getting sent straight back out because I was laughing at your funny faces. And believe it or not, but I was a goody two-shoes in fact. Every Sunday I would always polish mine and make sure that I perfect my shoelaces. But being friends with you showed me that there's so much more to life than books. You gave me the confidence to talk to those girls on the bus and even shoot my shot like Westbrook. They say anything you love is medicine for the soul. Well, I found that loving you makes me whole. When I'm with you, I feel warm, just like how Greg's makes their sausage rolls. You keep me turned on like a broken remote control. And I want to send you so many funny videos that it would take a while just for you to scroll. And I want to dry the tears from your eyes and make you realize that loving you is my ultimate goal. They say anything you love is medicine for the soul. So I got one question for you guys, everyone. How many people can you love until your mind takes a toll? Say it with me, fam. How many people can you love until your mind takes a toll? One more time.
Jeez.
How many people can you love until your mind takes a toll? One more time. How many people can you love until your mind takes a toll? Yeah? That's me.
Yeah, that's you, cheese. No, I'm feeling that.
Appreciate you guys, man.
Come on, man.
That's a vibe still.
Appreciate that.
Cold.
Yeah, that little cool response, but it always gets you, you know.
I know. Listen, I can see clearly that you lots are both motivated, driven people.
on,
So I
Yeah,
know
appreciate
big things to come. Do you know what I mean? But I want you to tell me what's in store for the future. I know you got this EP coming out, but talk to me about your dreams. Like,
So obviously with me, I'm studying medicine. So my dream used to be a doctor. My dream used to be a doctor. But besides that, in terms of creative wise, just keep doing things like this. Keep like debuting and making a name for myself in the industry and making sure that people mess with spoken word and poetry. Because it's something that, you know, everyone learns in English literature, English language, but there's so much more to it. There's so much more to it. So for me, it's just putting the man them on what I mess with.
Yeah.
feel you,
For
man.
me, trying to get some more shows, man. You see Ade, like, listen, large up Ade, you know, this year, man's been shutting down Birmingham and London, like,
good year,
mad things. Still, like, me, I'm only just shutting down London recently, you get it. But still, like, I'm just trying to be doing more shows. Obviously, I'm an actor in it, so I finished drama school next year. So hopefully you man will see me on the big screens 2023, 2024. And yeah, I'm just trying to like merge my spoken word and filmmaking together. So trying to get some visual concepts on the come up. But yeah, just watch out for my Instagram. You guys will see that, man.
Yeah, Netflix,
do you have
Netflix.
any live performances coming up that the people can come
Me
through
and
to?
Ade.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
both at
Yeah.
Underground Bars next Thursday, Westfield,
Come
Stratford,
on.
7 p.m. If you go on Underground Bars Instagram or you go on me and Ade's Instagram, you'll see.
Yeah, you'll see it.
You'll see it.
Shout out
so
Chloe Carter.
Yeah, man. Shout out Chloe Carter, man. For also, me and Ade are both on the lineup performance. So if you guys want to catch us live, we're there, man.
Yeah.
Plug yourselves. How can the people follow you? Keep up with what you're doing. Let them know.
Instagram __ Joshua Alexander JOSHUAALEXANDER. That's me, man. I mean, that's my brand. That's where you'll find me. To be honest, my other socials like don't really matter. But yeah,
Go
Ade.
on.
For me, I'm all on Instagram at archived.ade. That's archived.ade. That's me. I've also got another Instagram where you'll find more of my poetry. It's called Entries by Ade. So that's Entries by Ade. I also want to big up our friend Ria Marcia. She's an amazing, talented artist with a beautiful voice who is also featuring on Southside Eulogy, the EP. So,
Yes.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Guys, follow them up. It was a pleasure having you lots in the studio today.
appreciate that.
Thank you so much. But listen, you guys are listening to Sound of the Underground show. This show is all about the UK's best up-and-coming creatives, artists. Let's go.
Wow.
Peace.
Oh.